Hey, good morning.
Yo, good morning, man.
Oh, good to hear you. Um, Happy to be here very much, and thank you. Basically, uh, the way you explain the things, your videos, you're game changers for me. Like you're the reason why I just unchained my brain. One of the reasons, like I see the things clearly now. I see how they work, and I'm not like don't get me wrong. I'm not the guy who went into pride or something like that. But
hmm
basically, right now, I just understand the things.
I think that's good, man. I think you're in a process, because I think you started learning new things and maybe started deleting some other stuff, and now you're funded, like you're really funded. It's like is it confirmed that you're funded, or are you thinking you're funded?
No, I'm confirmed. But basically, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. I understand you definitely. But I was funded. I
Mm.
basically had like 3 accounts so far, and
Ah,
I've
okay.
learned risk management stuff
Yeah.
before. But when I passed those trades before,
hmm
it was more based on luck
Yeah,
than
yeah.
real seeing the markets and the things which you are saying. Like I didn't understood them properly before because I was thinking like, yeah, this fair value gap and this like that. Yeah, I won because of this fair value gap. And first funded account which I had was
hmm
because of I over leverage, and it was I did it on the 4 trades. And I did it
Yeah.
on 4 trades, and I was super hyped. Like, yeah, this is the time where I will earn a lot of the money, and the millions is coming right now. So, this
hmm
was the first lesson. It was the tough lesson, very tough lesson.
Yeah.
Second account which I passed, it was like because of my another strategy which I hop into, and I believe like, yeah, this is the strategy where I will win right now. It was like holy grail of the markets, and I understood like super pride before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this was the second lesson which I learned, and uh, third account which I passed was the account to develop me as a person and humble me. The market just humbled me. Like it showed me right now. I was thinking, yeah, this is it right now. I don't know how to go with the money management and how to go with the stuff, but my head didn't work by that time. What I mean by that, it was like I was forcing the trades. I was just revenge trading. I was just pressing the button like an insane. Like I went into the range mode when I was losing. So
hmm
uh, this was the hardest lesson.
Yeah.
And this account right now, which I passed, this is the final account which I finally understand, and I'm ready in my head. And I feel like I am ready in my head because now I understand how it works. I see the things clearly. I see them like without any hesitation in my head, or like thinking, oh, this setup is good or this setup is that, and
Mm.
things like that. I'm just in my head. Yeah, it show up, go in. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
I
all.
Yeah, what I want to emphasize is because you're saying, yeah, you showed me this, and you watched the videos, but in essence, it always comes down to one thing, and that's your learning process. But because they're not in the general chat, but if I will show you all my DMs, what people are saying, they think they're gonna have like a model by watching my videos, or they're gonna be funded by watching. This is not the truth. I keep telling these people
Yeah,
they go through a process that you are going through. And it's
yeah,
sometimes a painful process, and for a lot of people, unfortunately, it's a yeah, very expensive process. It's like as if they went to a very expensive university because they keep buying combines, they keep buying courses and all this stuff. And this is not not even the thing that makes you see things. It's a learning process, and one of the things I like about you is you come to conclusions. You at some point you have said, hey, this doesn't work. Maybe I should do something else. And a lot of people, they don't do this. They don't reflect. They just keep following these gurus, and they
yeah.
just keep buying these courses. They just waste their time, but they're not learning anything. I think this is where your strength is. This is where I think things have changed. And again, I'm really happy for you. But now comes the real deal. Now comes the real thing, eh? Because now you're funded, and so it's gonna be the real thing. Because everything you're gonna do now is either gonna give you money, or it's gonna, like, in the extreme form, it's gonna blow your account. So you have to be have a strategy. Yeah? You talked about risk management. Do you have like an idea how you're gonna like approach this from now on?
Yeah, I got the plan. I got my daily plan. I've just set my daily profit. I just set my daily stop loss. I got everything in my head. Like I don't even need to write it down. I understand people are doing that, but it was distraction for me because people were saying write it down. But when I wrote it down, me as a person, when I'm writing down the things, it's something like the promise to myself, and I have to stick to that. I agree, the plan is important, but I can keep this plan in my head and I will trade this way because I've literally spent the whole week on backtest, and basically my win rate just explode. My win rate just explode with one-to-ones, which you taught me, which I just understand by your videos. One-to-one is
they're the highest probability.
yeah, definitely.
One-on-one are the highest probability, and you know you don't even have to aim for 1-on-2. And if what you are doing, and you showed me in the previous sessions we did in the group, you showed me like what you did. I did not fully understand it. It's not relevant. If it works for you, it works. But you're seeing even in your model, 1-on-1, this is just where in my opinion, the profit happens. If you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing from my experience, which I will tell every new trader who start to learn. Like for me, what was the most important thing after being so many years in this industry and learning those stuffs and like strategy hoping. I know this industry is very toxic. I know this industry. I know not many people deserve to learn that because I know people have to work on that because it's super easy. It's extremely easy, and I understand not everyone deserves to earn money this way because it's way too simple. That's how I see it today. But after those many years, I'm not, I don't want to sound as smart as because I know there's a long road in front of me, and I don't want to be sounded like a person who like lost his mind. No, I'm thankful to God first of all for putting this trading in my road because I'm a very Christian person. God is the person who just not the person. God is God who just put this trading in front of my road. I think you understand what I'm saying. I don't know if you're a Christian or not.
No, I'm religion. I also have a religion, but I think what is important is that if you believe in something and you I mean it's like in trading, yeah. When we talk about these gurus, they just explain something and just gonna copy it. That doesn't make any sense. Any rational person would immediately reject this. But when you put it in practice and you see it is working, now you're saying it is working. It is something, you know. So and this is the same with religion, you know. If you're just gonna say I believe and you're doing all these I don't know like crazy things around it, if you fully believe and you follow whatever your religion you have, and you put it into practice, then you're gonna see the effects of it. Again, so like I'm using a metaphor like for trading, like you have been also been through that process of first blindly following this cult and whatever people are saying, and now you're in the process of reflecting. And I didn't really want to go into religion. That's why I kind of summarize it like this, because maybe someone else might have a different religion, you know, and we don't want to have a discussion or a debate on who is God, who is not God, you know.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing with the people who don't believe in God or something. I'm not saying they are bad. I'm just showing my point of view because the God gave me the strength of believing in myself. Just by thanking God. If I'm thankful to the people, then I'm emotional. It's the biggest. It's the road to failure in the life. If you're getting too emotional, if you believe in something, if you got the values and you just live with those values, God is giving those values, but people don't understand that. And basically, I was the same. I told you my story. I told you what I lost. Like last year was for me super huge loss. Like God just put me through that, just to go through this pain and understand all those things, who I was, what kind of person I was, and what He bring me for into the life, what He gave me life, not someone else. That's how I see the fate. For me, I don't want to convince anyone. I'm just showing my point of view and what works for me. So
now what the point that I want to make, because I didn't explain it good, because sometimes I had these discussions with about religion with people, and then sometimes it derails. I'm not saying you're saying that, but I think the point you're making is that if we follow people, there is a chance they're gonna mislead us, you know. And that's what's happening in trading a lot. So we think, oh, this guru, but who is this guru? We don't even know who he really is. And I've never, if you've been watching my videos, if you see how I'm acting in Discord, I'm never saying and claiming people like follow me or buy or come in my mentorship. I don't even want your money. The only thing that I want is that you guys reflect on what you're doing, how you're trading, stop doing what doesn't work, and the things that do work, do those things, but don't blindly follow these people. Basically, that was my point, but I didn't explain it good. And I think this is, you're saying the same thing.
Yeah, you just opened my eyes with those saying. Like, basically, I started to question myself. Like, I started to ask myself the questions, and it was like, what was the most expensive trading lesson which I learned? Like, for me, it was two things. One was that after being so depressed because of the trading and having negative thoughts in my head about myself, like about being failure, about being someone who can't do that. Like, I was extremely hard on myself.
Yeah.
And because of my biggest enemy, my brain, and I forgot one thing meanwhile on the road. I forgot that I am doing the most hard thing in my life. Like the most hard thing for the people. Like this industry is the hardest industry ever, because you just have to face yourself. And I forgot about that because of my brain, because of I'm saying ICT is a cult, because of I understand it this way. He put our attention, you mentioned that in video, he put our attention into the things like fair value gap, like are those stuffs, and just focus on that. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't work, because for some people maybe it works, but what's the most important factor is, like, if you are trading with the expectation of looking at this fair value gap and reaction over that, you just have to ask yourself which fair value gap will work, which thing will work, instead of putting our attention into like what's the most important. The most important factor is just keep following those things, just entry based on, not on the patterns, because patterns themselves, they repeat, of course. Yeah, they do. I can see it clearly, but how you see those things, you just have to put your attention into like being thankful and manifest that you are doing that, like with the open mind, reflect on your mistakes as you mentioned, and then just find what works for you, because you can use literally every single strategy, but every now I know every strategy works for me. Like ICT works as well, but the cult is putting your attention to something different, like getting you out from the most important point. And it's the way you told that on the videos, and you mentioned that on videos, it was like, you are distracted by all those things. It opened my eyes. Like, I started to ask myself, who am I to trust some random guy from Twitter and like trust him? Like, I didn't even met him in my life. Like, what the hell? This guy is right. He just said the true thing. Like, he's the real one. He's showing it live. He's like doing it every single day, like 7 or 9 trades per day, and basically pressing just the button. That's what you did on YouTube. And it was for me like, oh my gosh, is it so easy that I can do that? And it was game changer for me. I saw those things all the time for like my whole journey. I saw all those things, and I was repeating like entry, but I was trying to trade like I don't know, maybe 5 point stop loss on Nasdaq on opening, because I see this breaker broke, and it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, again, I respect you, the way you talk. You're like very humble. You're not like attacking anyone or saying bad stuff or negative stuff about ICT. Even though you, from what I understand, he wasted a lot of your time and maybe even your money. And I just watched his new lecture. So before I came in this call, I watched his new lecture. It's the same stuff as 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but he's like constantly pretending there is something new. And so my big problem with this is that it's somebody asked me, do you hate ICT? And then I replied by saying, well, if somebody is making all these videos, selling this dream, you're going to be a millionaire. Sometimes ICT says in his videos, I just gave you an ATM machine. You cannot go around and say these things and then not give the full model. This doesn't make sense. This is not how you treat people. I think where you and I differ from a lot of ICT followers and ICT themselves is that you and I might have some, decency. We might have some respect for people. That we're not just going to go. Even I think you know me the best from a lot of these people in this Discord. I've never forced anyone to come in my Discord. I've also never ever like forced anyone to come and pay me. I mean, how much money did you pay me for these calls?
Oh man, I will be forever grateful to God for putting you on my road in my life. It's not without reason we just met. I strongly believe in that.
Yeah, sometimes you just meet people, and you learn from each other. It's not always about giving money to someone. And this is
True.
one of the reasons I'm doing this YouTube channel. Is I want to protect these people. I said, why are you giving money to people you don't even know me? You just said it very beautifully. You said, I don't even know ICT. You don't even know what his character really is. Maybe he's a horrible person. We don't know. Again, I don't want to talk a lot about this person, but I think this is very fundamental for what is going on right now in trading. It's no longer about what trading really is. It has become like this drama series. You can make an entire Netflix series on this subject, and I'm very grateful that you're opening your eyes. So I think a lot of people, I don't know, with your permission, I want to upload this video, and so that people can hear from you yourself, not from me. Because some people are accusing me of being a guru and that I just want to take your money and this and that. But I think it's important that these people hear it from you yourself. Go back to the basics. Forget about these gaps. Forget about New York Opens. Just watch price action. Don't put indicators on it. Don't make any drawings on it. Just watch how price behaves. And have these simple rules. So if with your permission, I'm going to upload this video. Again, I have all these criteria here on my screen. People just look at these simple things, and then you're going to develop this. And if you're honest with yourself, you're saying, hey, I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. If I'm doing something good, I'm doing something good. I think the process should be with the student itself, with the trader itself, instead of like focusing on external things. And that's basically what you're saying in your in your progress until now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant exactly. Well, I want to say two things. One thing is like the same way. Right now, I'm not mad at ICT because he just lured me into the trading. He
Yeah.
was the person who I just get into the trading. So somehow I'm thankful to him, and at the second time I'm mad at him. Maybe, of course, I'm not blaming him. Maybe I didn't pay attention to the ICT things because I know traders are trading that and they are making money. It works for few. So I'm not saying this to say like ICT is a bad person or something because I don't know him as a person. But he could do that way different, and I don't know what was his intention. I don't know if he wanted to put those things into one thing. I don't know him. I'm saying this is a cult. It looks like cult for me. I'm not saying he's a cult as to insult him or to say something wrong about him. I want, if let's imagine if he will listen to this right now. I don't want to be rude to him. I want to say what he's doing to the people. I don't know if he's aware of that. That's the most important factor, because if he will be aware, I don't know if he will do that, because I wouldn't do that. It's harmful, but it's my journey. Maybe some people get something from that. If there are people who are getting from that, it's always like that. Like you get two pills from Matrix. You can take the red one or the blue one. Depends which you will take. And I understand it clearly. I understand it like I took the red one. I took the wrong one. Some people took the blue one, and it worked for ICT traders. So I'm not a person who got something like revenge and something like that in my head. I'm not that. I'm not this kind of person. As I said, I'm a Christian, and it's not because of God. But
I think I think we need to distinguish two things. You don't have to agree with me, but I think what you're doing here is showing your character. You're saying, it's my own responsibility. I should not have believed it. This is one thing. But the other thing is that he can still be a bad person. Why? Because he is saying those things. He is saying, hey, guys, I gave you an ATM. He is saying, I'm going to win Robin's Cup. He is saying a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, true.
If he's not saying this, then we can say, well, at least we're trying to understand his concepts. I don't understand it, and that's going to be the end of it. But he is doing all of this stuff, and we need to say this. These are facts. These are not. We are not. I'm not lying about him and saying, hey, it doesn't work, so he's a piece of shit. No, if I'm going to say he's a piece of shit, it's because he's lying about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not lying about this. I'm never saying you're going to be a millionaire. I haven't even made a lot of money with trading. We're just trying to understand the markets, and we're just trying to do our best in trading. But I've never met a millionaire in trading. And again, I don't want to talk a lot about ICT, but I think we need to state the facts. And the facts is that he is saying stuff that are very damaging to the learning process of a lot of these students of him.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He wouldn't say about, I forgot about the robbing caps. You're right. He did it on purpose. Like, yeah, it's true. It's the you're right. It's the facts. I like the
Just one more
facts.
remark. And then, for example, then he comes on Twitter and he says, I fooled you guys. I just wanted you all to participate. And then you have his followers who are then saying, ICT, he fooled you, he trolled you. What do you mean he trolled you? There are people who are putting real money in their accounts because they believe in his concepts. So when people ask me, do you hate him? Yeah, why shouldn't we hate him? Look how he's behaving. This is not the character of a good person, you know. You have a character of a good person. You're saying, I'm not gonna blame him. It's my own fault. This is the definition of being humble, because you're saying, hey, look, it's my fault that I started trading, and it's my fault I followed him, and it's my fault that I believed in this fair value gap. This is character, you know. We need to people really need to understand we need to distinguish this between a good person and a bad person. Obviously, you're the good person, and he's the bad person. But you don't have to agree. Nobody has to agree. But this is just the way how I see things.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you for kind words. Definitely, I agree on the your point of view. Like, you changed my mind right now because I'm that's my character, associate. I'm always like, I'm trying to explain people. I'm always trying to find the good in people because I believe people are good by nature. I believe like people are changing their perception because of the world, not because of their human nature. Because I believe that people are very, very good, very good.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the way people change is because of the world, because the world is changing, especially today with the those TikToks and those stuffs from internet. They are distracting us. They are distracting from our human nature, from our being good to each other. Like, we are brothers and sisters. Everyone is like that.
Exactly.
That's how I see the things. And that's yeah, you opened my eyes. Definitely, I agree on your point of view. And right now, I can even admit that even with my character, like, I'm not still blaming him, but I know he's doing bad things. I can admit that. Yeah. For myself, I won't say I'm mad at him, but I can say he's bad person. He's a very bad person. So people need to understand and open their eyes, because you're straight to the point. You just saw the facts. That's the facts.
Yeah, I think that's important. We need to stick with the facts, because, like in trading, we trade with our emotions, and then we're making ourselves crazy, saying, oh, because of, oh shit, it took sell side. Oh, I didn't trade new. You know, this is what we're doing in trading, and you know, you just keep to the facts. A lot of people ask me. Somebody commented me. He said, "Yeah, you pretend like you know everything." I never claimed such a thing. I'm just looking at what the price is doing, and I'm not saying, oh, it's good doing this because of this or this or this or that. I have only one confirmation model. That's when I say when the price moves away. But I don't know why it moves away. I just observe it. Oh, it moves away. Like now, I don't know if you're looking at the charts, but the price is now moving away from something. You could do easily a one-on-one scalp here. I'm looking at Nasdaq, by the way. You can easily do a one-on-one scalp here. And then people ask me, why does it do that? I don't know, but I am seeing that the price is moving away now, and I just want to participate in it, and I want to have a small stop loss, and then that's it. I'm not doing anything crazy, saying there's an algo, there is a gap here, or a new week opening gap. I never heard of this shit, man. In the 20 years that I'm looking at charts and trying to understand charts, I've never seen this.
Yeah, man, definitely. That's why I trust you, because you just say that you're trading 20 years that, and you know, it's like you're honest one with that. You're like, showing it live.
It's like you see how we're talking about trading. It becomes like a drama series, you know. It's we're always getting into these emotions, and nobody's just like looking at the facts, looking at the charts. You know, it always turns like in this. But yeah, anyway, man.
Yeah, that's you know, I will share with you my thoughts as well about that, because trading becomes so easier, and a lot of people will start to figure it out. And
I think, going back to what we mentioned earlier, I think people need to look to themselves, you know, and reflect on what they're hearing from people. I mean, we are living in times where, with social media, even in politics, somebody says something and immediately we believe it. nobody's like questioning anymore what people are saying, and it's all about making money fast. ATMs. I just gave you an ATM. Now you're gonna make millions with trading.
Yeah.
Make a website here, go on Shopify and sell things from Asia, from China. People don't. I swear, we live in a time where people, they do not reflect. It's all just materialism. We just want, but nobody's asking themselves, but how am I going to achieve this? And
True.
if you going back to trading, if you see how many people, if you go to these big channels on YouTube, if you read the comment section, how easily these people are getting fooled. Somebody just write, "Hey, I just tried your method, it worked," and sometimes I don't even know if these are real comments, but it seems like as if these people really believe that you're just gonna make millions by just doing, I don't know, like doing a pattern or just following someone. And again, I think a lot of people are not religious in our Discord, but I think you're also going like on this religious path. I think it's a good thing, like being spiritual. I think it's good, instead of only focusing on the money now, because you could have come in a call and you said, "Hey, I'm funded, and I'm now gonna have my Lamborghini and I'm gonna buy my villa."
Yeah.
No, you're still humble. You're still saying, "Hey, I'm still reflecting, even on spiritual level." So, and I also believe in a lot of prophecies. Or when I read a lot of these religious stuff,
All those things which I told you before, which happened in my life, was like not without reason. And right now, I've met, because of, in this example, I've met, I'm in the spot where this trading stuff was put on my road not without a reason. It was put to give me. I'm still asking myself what,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm still asking myself
But
what.
your real journey starts now, because
True.
and that's why I said, so let's get in a call to let's talk about some. And again, if you have a plan, you don't have to listen to me, but maybe we can like exchange some thoughts to see if you're if you like have your risk management in play, because if I'm not mistaken, you have like the $50 combine. Is that correct?
Yeah, 50, yeah.
Yeah.
Two of them, basically. Two of them, I will copy trade.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, you have to make 5 days, $200 to get a payout. Is that true?
I mean, actually, I need to make 2000K first of all, and then I need to make some buffer to
Oh
have the money.
yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
if I want to sell it, let's say I want to withdraw 2K, then I have to make like 4K, and then I need 30 days in a row to trade for $200 per day to be on the winning side, and then I can withdraw whole, or I can withdraw part of the money to leave the rest for the trading.
Yeah. So the only downside of the $50 combine compared to the other one is you're gonna risk less, because otherwise you're gonna blow the 2,000. I think you have 1,000 a day that you can lose.
I mean, my plan is like aiming for $200 per day, because I think it's possible. It's possible. I know I can do that, and I'm not scared. I'm not scared of that anymore. And yeah, I want to risk like, I don't know, maybe $70 per trade, and want to have like 3 trades per day, 3 or 4 trades per day. Basically, take one trade, go away, just get in like few minutes later on, there will be another trade. Like trades are in every hour, in every minute, everywhere. Trades are everywhere.
Yeah, you can look for them everywhere if you have your model in place. Well, I think you're already doing what I wanted to like give a free advice to you for. So you're basically, because a lot of people, what they do is they say, I want to make 500 a day, but I ask them, yeah, but how much are you willing to lose a day? And so they're not really thinking about this. This was the important part, and you talked about this, and please do this, because if you're gonna lose 70 or 100 and you're not gonna stop, then suddenly you're minus 400. So
yeah.
be very, very consistent in this, because this is where people blow their account. They get emotional, and then suddenly they have reached their max loss for the day. I think it's 1,000, and then they're angry that they can't sleep, and the next day they're gonna try again, and boom, they blow their account. So, um,
I've been there.
yeah,
I've been there. That's why I know
yeah.
what you are saying.
Thanks.
Basically, I will tell you one thing. I will share about my journey as well, because it's the
Mm-hmm.
most important factor for me in the training as well. Like, when I when bad things happen in my life, I was running for every single day. Every single day, I was running for 10 kilometers per day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a disciplined person to stick to the rules. I'm a disciplined person no matter how I feel, no matter what emotions I'm going through. I'm sticking to that. I was running for every single day, even if I feel the pain in my legs, like, oh, it's the day to take the day off, my legs are hurting, and stuff like that. I was just doing that.
Yeah.
So I know how to handle emotions, and that's the best advice to new people, like people who struggle with emotions. You need 6 months, 6 months of running every single day to understand emotions are of. You need to turn off your emotions.
Yeah.
Like, you will learn by that, by the pain, by the things which you are going through. Because if you will be running every single day, you will understand how emotions work. Like, there will be one day when you will say to yourself, should I go or not? Oh, your brain will show you, like, your enemy will tell you, oh, don't go today. There's something in right now super extra which you have to go and watch. Like,
Yeah.
maybe new video, new movie, new video from ICT, new stuff, new market structure, new stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking like, maybe I should stay and do that. But I was thinking always this way. That's what
Yeah.
helped me. I was thinking like, there's some kind of person right now on the world. There's someone on the world who wish to change for my situation, to change with me in my life.
Yeah.
And basically, I need to be grateful for that I can go and run. I need to be
Yeah.
grateful for that I can go and work on myself. And that's the best way to develop your mind, to fight with your biggest fears and demons. Like, I understand the money and stuff like that, but it doesn't work. And by the way, meanwhile we talk, I've just took, like, I will show you my winning streak. I will show you my winning streak. Just let me put this is the trace only which I took today.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Basically, these traits I took today, right now.
Yeah. Very
And
good, man.
it's based only on I even, you know what's the funny part? Like, I don't even believe like I can do that. Like, it's insane. It's
Yeah.
insane,
Yeah.
but it's super simple. I've landed on Mars, which you are right now. I understand you perfectly, and I, I when I one day when I will get the money, I would love to meet with you in the real life, if there will be possibility, if you will find the time. Like, I will visit you for sure.
I
I will
think yeah. I mean, I've met some people that I've guided, but I think it's very, very important now that you focus on this. Focus on this. And again, I would love to hear your story in 6 months or in 1 year. You know. But
sure.
yeah, and again, I sometimes meet the people that you live in Europe, right?
Yeah, I'm from
Yeah,
Poland. I'm from
yeah.
Poland.
So it's not really far from where I live, but that's not an issue, But I think what's really important is focus on this for now, because some people they get very excited, and then they make mistakes, Just focus, keep your learning process in play, develop your process. Even now, you're not done yet, because now the real deal is gonna happen. And
I mean, somehow I hear you. I know what you are saying, and don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound as smart as,
sorry,
but I will tell
sorry.
you.
I hear what you're saying. You're very grateful. This message is loud and clear. But I want to throw it back to you. You know what I mean? I want to throw it back to you and say, hey, you've done it yourself, man, and just keep going and reflect on what you're doing. That sorry to interrupt you, but I want to make this point that it's all you, man. It's not anyone else.
I get you definitely, but you know what I'm grateful. I understand the market will all the time will be work on myself. I understand, like, I clearly understand it. But you know what I'm grateful for, and like this right now, because I'm grateful for the life which I have. Like, I understand markets will be always hard. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying I understand there will be losing streaks in my road. I understand this everything. I've been over there. What you're saying, like, it will humble me. It's a long road, but I strongly believe like I'm forced by something stronger than myself. That's why I'm grateful, and that's why no matter if I will take a loser or not, I will still want to be the same. I want to be the same as a person. Like, I want to have the smile on my head no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
No, but I think it's good. I think the way you're positioning yourself now in life, I think that's very good. Be positive, be grateful. Some other things you said is self-reflection. Don't go on this revenge path. When we talk, for example, at ICT, just forget him. You just delete him. These are very good things. The only way for people to learn and to advance, if they also come to terms with themselves, forget about things in the past, and not keep those things in their head. Just delete them. Try to delete them. I think I have to like rewatch this, and then I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna cut a lot of stuff because I want this video to be focused on a learning process and not on external things. I think that's important. And I can also give you the entire video, and then maybe you can say, hey, this part maybe here could only be for the Discord group.
Yeah.
That way
sure.
you can help me, because again I think we have said a lot of things that are very beneficial for a lot of things. Again, my YouTube channel and Discord is not because I'm telling people come here, give me your money. I'm starting this. I've started this because I want people to see that trading is not what these guys think it is. This is the reason why I started this. And again, I don't want to say how good I am, but you haven't given me a penny. Many people in this Discord has not given me anything. I've done maybe 40 sessions in 2 months with people. I've not received a dime from these people. And you are one of the few who is very thankful. Most of the people are not just ignoring me, and maybe they become funded and they go away. So a lot of people are ungrateful. But again, it doesn't matter for me. I just want to protect these people, from all the stuff that's on YouTube.
Oh, I understand you're doing very good stuff, and you're basically one, I won't say the one, but one of people who were in my road in this journey who helped me a lot, and I feel grateful for these people. I'm not like, I just sleep right now because I understand. No, I want to help people as well. I want to, if someone helped me, why I can't put my hand to and give someone help as well. Yeah,
I know for a fact. I've talked to you a few times now. I think you're also gonna do what I'm doing, just like helping people, because eventually me helping you is not a success to trading. Eventually you have to do it yourself. And I told you before, there are a lot of people that I've been like guiding one-on-one, and they just came to the conclusion, I'm just gonna quit, man. This is also good, because then they can have a new beginning. Some of them, I know someone, I know him for 5 years, and he is now working somewhere, instead of chasing this trading fantasy. I think that's really important.